We need to understand that in the low points in our lives, in the valleys of what we go through in life, we had become those ruins. We had become those cities destroyed, crumbled, and broken down. But we also need to get to that understanding that we can rebuild, that we don't remain there in the ruin. But the question is, how do we rebuild if we've been here in the gutters of life, in this state of ruin for so long? We need to understand that joy hasn't left us. It's been covered by a blanket of oppression, a blanket of grief and anxiety, which is shackling us right here. Hope is given by the prophet Isaiah in writing this, that you will rise from the ashes. You need to understand that this reading that the prophet Isaiah is penning down, that we are reading and finding hope for today, was not a reading that was written to the Israelites who are going through what is known as good times in their lives, but it's written to Israelites who were going through an exile. These were people who had lost everything. They were in the low point of their lives. They were in the valley of their lives. They were in the ruins of their lives, where they had lost everything. They lost their homes. They lost their freedom. Some of them lost their family members. They were in the ashes. They were in the gutters of life. But God, speaking through the prophet Isaiah, is giving hope to a people who had lost everything. Joy and gladness will come to those who mourn, and they will rebuild cities that have been in ruins.